everybody, and welcome to YegTube Live. Today we got a special guest, Alex Engel. Hey, Alex.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. Alex is a YouTube content creator. He's got two projects he wants to talk about today. The first one will be Coffee and Crepes. It's kind of a talk show element that he does. And the second one is the Chronicles of Jimmy Mamelas, which is like a detective series. But before we do that, Alex, I've got a little game show set up for you, skill testing questions, if you're up for this. I'll put 60 seconds on the clock. And your job is to answer as many of these personal questions as you can in the amount of time given to you. So are you ready? Here we go. 60 seconds. Hometown.
Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, next.
Alberta.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favorite food?
Burgers.
Hamburgers? Current occupation?
I actually am pimping myself on the street now downtown. You can find me near 97th Street.
Pimping. Favorite place you've ever visited?
I'd say my backyard near the garbages, because a lot of homeless people come by and I find them really interesting.
Perfect. Favorite actor?
Leonardo DiCaprio, but only his earlier stuff. All his new stuff sucks.
Wrong answer. We've got one of your actors lined up to talk to tonight. You should have used his name. Musical influence?
I'd say the Cars and Rolling Stones.
Dream vacation?
Moon.
And spend it now or save later?
I'd say save forever. Spending money is just ridiculous. There's no way you can have any joy out of that. Big bank account.
Perfect. Sounds good. So we got Alex, and we also got a couple other special guests today. You want to introduce them, Alex?
Yeah, sure. On top there is Damos. He's the star of the Chronicles of Jimmy Mamelas. And below there's my older brother Matt, and he helps me film both Chronicles and the Jimmy Mamelas.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello. Matt, you got anything to say, Matt?
Not really right now. I will though.
Cool. Let's talk first about Coffee and Crepes. What's the idea behind Coffee and Crepes?
Well, the main idea is just to have people who have passions. It doesn't have to, it can be any kind of passion. And so they come over to my house. I steep them some coffee, cook them some crepes. Each episode's strictly 5 minutes long. So I want the first half to be in the interview portion, trying to find out like more about them and why they're passionate about what they're passionate about. And then the last half of it is like kind of a show and tell. Bring, a song or a painting or whatnot and show me and tell me about it.
So the people that you bring on, they're not just musicians, they're basically anybody with passion?
Yeah, you could be a plumber, not to knock plumbing, but like if you're super passionate about plumbing, you could show me a little bit about it, then yeah, I'd have a plumber on. Hot air balloonist, deep sea diver, it doesn't really matter.
And you actually make the coffee and the crepes right there in front of them.
Yeah, and I actually have some coffee steeping right now.
Look at that. And Damos, you were one of the people that were on Coffee and Crepes, correct?
Yes, it's true. I was there for, I think, the first time. Wasn't the first time we met, but yeah, almost.
Cool. So how did you and Alex meet, or you knew each other from before?
Then since the beginning, I was just like always did in 3 years I've lived in Canada. I was looking for people, musicians, actors, people has roles in filming. So I was just checking Kijiji, and all of a sudden I thought, well, I'm gonna go to the category where it's like film or movies. So I found Alex, right? And I don't remember what Alex was his ad exactly saying, but I don't know if it was about the coffee and crepes or it was about the somebody he was looking for doing a character of a detective, right? So we met in Edmonton one day in a coffee shop, and was very cold, I remember. And then what else? Well, we talked briefly about it. There was other guy who supposedly was going to participate there, but he didn't show up. I don't know the story. And well, and that's basically how we met.
Cool. And
Yeah.
Matt, what exactly do you do with Coffee and Crepes? What's your role?
I just film using the camcorder.
So you're the
Pretty
camera
much,
you're the camera guy.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Cool. Alex, where can we find some of your latest episodes of Coffee and Crepes?
Find all my videos at Butts90 or YouTube/Butts90210.
Cool. Did you know that 90210 is not the actual zip code for the high school of Beverly Hills?
No, actually, when YouTube first came out, they still do too. That you need to like have a profile to be able to watch 18 plus stuff. And I remember I wasn't even thinking about making videos at the time. I just wanted to look at all the content on YouTube, so I just made a name. And at the time, they were on TBS. They were rerunning Beverly Hills 90210 like just 10 times a day, and so I just put Butts 90210. So
that's where it came from. So we do have the latest episode of Coffee and Crepes. Alex, you want to cue this up for us, and then we'll play it?
Yeah, this is Michael Kuby, the photographer, and that's pretty much all you gotta need to know before you watch it.
Okay, here we go. The world premiere of episode 4.
Gotta get that coffee and crepes. Come on. But where's my coffee and crepes? That's right. I'm looking for some coffee and crepes. Give me that coffee and crepes. I want that coffee and crepes.
My name is Michael John Carson Cuby. I'm from Edmonton, born and raised. I'm the youngest of 4, so 2 of them are step siblings, but lived with them pretty much my whole life. I'm 29, just turned 29, yeah.
It's called Rainforest Blend. That's what I'm steeping here.
All right, smells delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
Perfect. So my brother came back from a trip to Vietnam where he had brought a little point and shoot camera, and I think I was maybe 14 or younger. And he came back and he had this little camera, and I remember taking a look at some of the photos and being kind of blown away, and then going out and buying my own little point and shoot camera, and you know, I would put it on a tripod and take photos of flowers and stuff, and just I realized I was really interested in learning how the camera worked. It wasn't so much what I was shooting as I was really interested in figuring out the technical aspects of it. It was really enjoyable for me. And it's like I was into skateboarding, snowboarding, basketball, and I was interested in the arts, but it wasn't a focus. I was a very athletic kid. And I had a couple injuries and stuff, and I dabbled with music, and slowly the art side of me took over, I guess. If I could do fine art, portraiture, fashion work, and editorial work, it would be amazing. That would be my dream. If people want to get in touch with me, take a look at my work at www.michaelcuby.com. Instagram at KUBY. Yes, it's the Hasselblad 500cm, a medium format camera. Carl Zeiss lenses, which are all so beautiful, very sharp. The pop that you get from from the lenses that are made for this camera are just like it's so easy to spot for photographers who know, especially with color work. I mean, it really works. It takes medium format film, which I don't have any on me, but basically you can see on the back here that that's a square, and so the film will land right here. So the negative that you're getting is the size of basically that back right there, which is kind of cool. Because most cameras, especially digital cameras, the ratio is all 4:6. You can spot that from a mile away too. So it's nice for everybody shooting and uploading stuff to Instagram. If you use one of these, it's the native format. It's really nice. A Leica M6. It's a 35mm camera, so when you think about film and those little rolls of film, and it'll take film that's that size, as opposed to the 120mm film, which the Hasselblad uses. It's great for, say, street photography. Really good for candid work. Okay, so this camera is the Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2. Ton of fantastic commercial work has been made with it over the years. So I'm about to show you a print of an image that I made while I was in school in Ottawa. I found it was the first time I've ever been able to frame something so kind of beautifully, and it's really stuck with me. I love the tonal range that I managed to capture. The eye really travels, I think, through the photo nicely, and it's always been a bit of a favorite of mine, even though it's kind of unlike most work that I usually produce. So here's another photograph that was also produced in Ottawa. Shows off the sort of big frame that the medium format cameras have to offer. So both of these images were made with the Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2. And just the perspective that these cameras have on the world, it's just such a large look, and I think it's really beautiful.
Well, that was pretty cool. So that's how a typical episode goes, Alex?
Yeah. People want to go to Butts 90210. That was the 4th episode, obviously. So Damos is on episode 1, and he's an artist and sculptor. And the episode 2 is a singer-songwriter, and episode 3 is a lyricist. And so, yeah, they're all pretty much the same, except just different people who have passions. So. Yeah.
Cool. The other project that you're working on is called the Chronicles of Jimmy Mamelas.
True.
What exactly is that all about?
Well, I've always been interested in detectives and like dudes in movies and stuff like that. And so after Damos and I filmed the first Coffee and Crepes, we talked for like an hour after and just
No, I don't want to sit.
looking at him, and I just thought, yeah, I want to film a detective show with this guy. And so I just said, hey, you want to film a detective show? And he just said, yeah.
So Damos, you're the lead detective in this show.
Sure. Thanks to Alex's creativity, yes.
Cool. And
Well,
what role do you play, Matt? Oh, sorry. What role do you play, Matt?
I was
Talking over each
No.
other here.
sorry, no more.
Damos, go. Talk about it.
No, I was saying that about the Jimmy Mamelas. Well, thanks to Alex that came up with that character. That's how it was born, right?
Cool. Matt, what role do you play in this detective series?
Random roles, different parts. I was a robot in one.
You were a robot in one. Could you guys tell me about the robot?
Well, after we filmed the first episode, Damos and I were kind of coming up with ideas, and he just said one night through a text, "You want me to build a robot costume?" And I was just like, "Yes, definitely do it." And so he started building it, and so immediately I thought, like, this robot should suck brains out of people's heads, and that's how powers his girders and whatnot. And so yeah, Damos took about 3 weeks, Damos, to build that?
Probably just 10 days.
10 days, yeah. And
10 days, probably 2 weeks completely, yeah.
And so Matt, he plays an informant in most episodes that Jimmy wrapped up, but then we needed someone to be in the robot costume, and Matt's awesome like that. Just put the robot costume on. Quite the production, actually, getting it on and off. And we were going into a dumpster. We had to take it off, and then yeah, there was a lot to it. But I think it worked out.
Have you ever had any mishaps during your filming?
Well, yeah, actually, episode 2, we were filming in the car, and there's nobody on the road, and we're driving forward and back on the street, and these parking officers or whatever started jumping all over us, saying, "Oh, you guys can't do that," and we're just like, "Geez, that's pretty ridiculous." And episode 3, when we were filming, we thought, okay, hopefully nothing will go wrong here, and so we had this smoke machine inside a dumpster, and
Okay, Alex, so what you
Okay.
do?
Yeah, action.
What you do? Go down?
Yeah, just go down.
running some rest.
All right, now come up.
So, and halfway through we were filming outside, I heard fire engines like maybe 5 blocks away, and I said, "Oh, hopefully that's not for us." And sure enough, the fire truck came and pulled up, but it was awesome. Like, I thought that because like the parking people got mad at us, so the firefighters are going to tear a strip off us for doing this, but they were actually super cool. Like, they pulled up, I said what we were doing, I was apologizing, and they said, "Oh, no, don't worry, don't need to apologize." And I remember the guy in the back of the truck, he had big headphones on, and he looked at us and just went, "Thumbs up," and then drove away. Like, so yeah, it was cool that people with way more training were like, "Yeah, that's all good, keep going, guys."
So where can people find episodes again? What's your YouTube channel?
Butts 90210.
But yeah.
Hey, if people want to get involved in these things, Coffee and Crepes or the Jimmy Mamelas series, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, they can contact me through my YouTube page, which is Butts 90210. Or they can email me at alex.engel@hotmail.com.
To be honest, I thought I had a tag to shoot up for that, but I don't seem to find it now. So
It's pretty simple. Everybody knows Hotmail. You can see my name right there. So yeah, just put a dot in between Alex and Engel, and there you go.
cool. I believe we got an episode of the Jimmy Mamelas show that we're going to show. The case of the missing shoes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you want to lead us into it, or do you want me to just play it?
Oh, well, I don't know. This one's was a tough case for Jimmy.
Sure he was.
It also the longest episode. So
Cool.
yeah, and both us and Matt have parts in it. So yeah, let's show it.
What are some of the running jokes that are inside that we should be watching for?
Well, one thing is Jimmy, he hates stink. So anything that's stinky or something like that, he always brings up how he hates how it stinks. That's one of them. And also another running joke is that Matt is in every episode in some shape or form. Like, he's either lying on the street or getting roughed up by Jimmy because he's questionable, or in this episode you'll see how he comes into play again. But he's Jimmy Mamela's nemesis.
Yeah, that's a good name, man.
Okay, here we go with the last episode, The Case of the Missing Shoes.
Detective Mamelas? No, I don't do house calls.
You have to come to my office.
Too busy?
Let me see my schedule.
Well, I can get you in Thursday. Okay. See you then.
You can't come in. I'm not myself without my shoes. I can't go anywhere without my shoes.
That stinks.
I beg your pardon.
I hate stink.
Oh, I've got a gas leak. I ate too much cabbage.
Tell me about the shoes.
I was walking around downtown. I sat down and I took off my shoes to smell me feet. And this blighter comes along and he takes me shoes. I'm no good without me shoes. Can you please find them for me?
Well, this will be a very difficult case. I have to double my fee, but the mayonnaise and bologna will be the same.
Oh, I don't know if I can pay your fee, but I can make you the best doggone mayonnaise and bologna sandwiches you've ever tasted.
Okay, deal. Show me how the shoes look like. Okay, I see. And what did this blighter looks like?
He was tall.
Okay, and what else?
He had hair.
What he was wearing?
He was wearing jean pants and a green plaid hoodie.
This is how he looks like?
That's him. That's the man that stole my shoes.
Let me tell you, you're a very lucky lady. I know this scumbag. We cross our roads very often. I will get your shoes. Have my sandwiches ready when I come back. This case makes me so hungry. Hey, give me the shoes, everybody goes home.
Oh, thank you, Detective Mamelas, for finding my shoes.
You're welcome. Oh, the smell coming from your house today doesn't smell like intestinal gas.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say, dearie.
So, where are my sandwiches?
Right here.
Oh, this stinks. This is not mayonnaise and bologna sandwiches.
It's tuna. Tuna's better for you.
So, despite of not being paid, I was happy to help that woman out. Yes, I am in a hot streak.
Oh, please. That's so funny. Thank you.
Matt, my
It was
first
good.
question that I had when I watched that was the high heel shoes running in it. Do you do your own stunts?
Well, it was a little difficult, but I managed to do it.
Somehow you pulled it off. So there's how many episodes of the Chronicles of Jimmy Mamelas have you guys made?
There's 4. It's kind of interesting. Both Coffee and Crepes and Jimmy Mamelas are kind of like sister ideas because Damos was the first guest on Coffee and Crepes, and we came up with the Jimmy Mamelas idea then, and so totally made them like back and forth, like first, like so there's 4 pretty much. That's the 4th one.
Cool.
And yeah,
If people want to check out the other. Where do they check out the other episodes?
Same place, Butts 90210. But yeah, at the end of every episode, it says it has a lead into the next episode. And so I think it cut off there, but it says that the next episode is the mystery of the Aztec gods. And so we're going to start filming that on Sunday. And Damos was in Mexico for about a month and a week or so, and he filmed some stuff down there, and it's going to be our biggest episode yet. And it should be out in about 2 weeks or something like that.
Cool, awesome. Thank you guys for doing this. Anybody have anything they want to add? Any last closing remarks?
No, I think it's all said.
Okay, guys, thanks for doing this. Until next time, that's all we got for today.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already done so, don't forget to like us on Facebook and to subscribe to us on YouTube.